The part of the job I really enjoyed the most was being in court. So for me, it was more a matter of when should I go to the bar rather than will I ever go to the bar. And really when it got towards the end of my third year at Galbally and O'Brien, it felt right to move on at that stage. One of my favourite things though is doing a closing address in front of a jury and actually being able to explain to them why that thing that they weren't really sure what all those questions were about is so important to the case, and being able to draw all the threads together and try and convince them that in fact your client's not guilty of an offence. That part of the process is very enjoyable. I think in circumstances where you get a result where a client is incredibly happy with that result is probably the most rewarding part of it. So whether that be a situation where you do get a lesser penalty than they're expecting, or you manage to save them from having a conviction, or you know, they avoid jail where they think they're going to jail, that is very rewarding. I think there's a real spirit of collegiality at the bar. It's largely a situation where right from being a junior barrister right through to being a silk, you'll find that barristers will call on each other to see how each other's going. But if you've got a question and you pick up the phone and you ring somebody, assuming that they're not about to rush off to court or in the middle of trying to get something in the next 10 minutes, they will always spend the time to speak to you about that issue. And that's a really nice thing, and I think that's a lot more evident at the bar than it is as a solicitor.